What's up, everybody? Those two are Hero fountain pens, especially Hero 007. Those are really nice. And this one is brand new. No, this one is brand new. This one is the black one. And this one is a dark Bordeaux red, like wine red or something. So very nice. I had the red one first. I also made a close-up teaser video to this pen because it just is very nice. And I think I have some other pens here because I just thought of something I could show you. This is a very old German Herlitz fountain pen. Cheap company, they make cheap pens, but the design is quite, I think it's quite classic for a lot of low-end fountain pens because it has a plastic barrel. This one has also an ink window. There is some yellow text marker ink in there. And this one too has a plastic barrel. This thing on bottom, I just don't know if it's just on the outside or also on the inside. The cap is metal, has a very nice clip design, no arrow, which some people hate, the fake Parker arrow. It's a very nice cap and it posts really nicely because you have a really great balance with this fountain pen, and it's just so easy to write with. I would almost lean myself out of the window to say it compares to writing with a ballpoint pen, but a lot more awesome. Because this hooded nib, to some people at least, it looks like a ballpoint. It kind of feels like a ballpoint because there's not much flex to it, but you don't have to use any pressure at all. So the barrel is completely made out of plastic, and on the inside, let me get a flashlight to reach here. I don't know, can you see that? Even I'm not entirely sure here behind my camera. Jesus, that doesn't work. That on the bottom there's no metal looking through. I really don't know if that's just on the outside. Even me in person, I can't see if that's down there metal, because you could convert this to an eyedropper that way. But I didn't really find that to be needed, because this sack, this is an arometric sack, is really large. So it fills out almost the entire barrel. Of course you could get ink from there down to there and there. From there, top of my fingernail, to down there. So just a tad more. But I think it's sufficient because this pen is on the fine side, but it's a very smooth, quite wet nib. Yeah. So let's get that metal thing on there again. I always used to take it off to drop ink. It just holds more ink that way. So cap slides on. It doesn't really click, but there is enough friction around that piece of the barrel, or the grip section I have to say, that it stays on there very securely. You really have to use a little bit of strength to get it open. Not too much though. It's not annoyingly so. This one, the black one, had the feed aligned really bad. The nib was just like that, and the feed under there was really completely crooked, so not aligned to the nib. I mentioned to get it straight. I don't know how much it will hold up, but this, if I remember correctly, was a $3 pen. Yeah, $3. And this is an amazing fountain pen. I really like to write with this. I really do. It may not look like much, but it just performs so nice. It's really cool. So I think that's all I can tell you about the pen. Really has this hero blossom flower thing on top and the H. It's a really awesome pen, and I will show you. And oh crap, my camera doesn't focus. Oh well, we'll have to make do, don't we? We'll always do. What did I write before? Bear with me. So the feedback you hear is definitely not the feedback you feel. It's very, it's smooth, and it feels round. I don't know if how to explain that. It feels just round. It feels a little bit like a ballpoint pen. So no nib flexing, no nothing. It just writes. It just writes. This is so great for just scribbling notes and everything, because you don't have to hold it at a certain angle. It just writes. It just writes so nice. And it's on the finer side, but I would almost consider this a medium. Almost, just almost. So the lines also seem a little bit like ballpoint pen lines. But you don't have, to use pressure and your hand cramps up and all that nasty shit that happens when you use fountain pens. It feels very, very good. It's also quite wet. So let's do some coloring with this. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at that. Look at the wetness. That's just awesome. With this one just as well. This one is the one with the nib and feet aligned badly in the beginning. And it shall take no wife, hold no lens, father, no children. This is even smoother. So I wrote a little bit smaller below to show you can write really small with this pen. If you have space issues, if you're a student, this is a fantastic student fountain pen, because you can write a lot of stuff very quickly with a nice look to it. That's what we use fountain pens, right? You can use the ink you like. Every ink, I would say, runs good in this pen because it just writes. It's wet. It has a very good performance. It's smooth, and I didn't think of smooth nibs when I think of hooded designs. I just don't. I don't know why. But this I bought twice because it is so awesome. So a student who has to write a lot and squiggle a lot and doesn't have the time to use controlled lines and, wide writing. This one just writes. It just does. So I don't think there is more to it. Very, very nice. And this one feels sturdy. This plastic feels sturdy. I just reviewed this Pilot 78G. This one feels different. I don't know why. Maybe. No, the inside is not metal plated or anything. This one is definitely a plastic, but this is a very sturdy plastic. It doesn't sound too cheap. Yeah, maybe this one sounds a little bit higher pitched. Very nice fountain pens, very, very nice. Everybody who has had this in hand by now thought it was a ballpoint, and when they wrote with it, they really pressed down on the nib, and I almost thought they were gonna break it, but then they saw, oh my god, this flows so well, this is a fountain pen, and they wrote a little bit more softly with it, and they liked it. Even non-fountain pen people liked it. So this is a great gift pen also. Very cheap gift you can give your good friends, because your good friends will think, wow, this is a weird nib, I have never seen that before, that must be expensive. And you can say, oh, no worries, man, no worries, because it costs $3 and a couple of cents. I will give you an eBay link. I will supply you an eBay link so you can get it right now after this video, because it doesn't cost anything basically. And the Chinese do a lot of bullshit, but fountain pens they can do right. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. Roll Tide.